Hello everyone, this is Margot from Celestory, and today we will look into the Airtable block. Airtable is a collaborative online spreadsheet, and the Airtable block, as you can see it right here in blue, is a block that allows you to exchange with your database of your Airtable account. So as usual, we are starting here from a pre-existing example, which has been pre-edited for the benefits of the tutorial and on which you can find all the information necessary. And we will basically go through rapidly the different kind of operation that you can do with the Airtable block. But first, to start using the Editable Block, you will need to enable integration. So to do so, you need to go into the main menu, which is the big blue button at the top, and then go into integration right there. Once you're in integration, you will need an Airtable API key. So here it's been already copy pasted. This Airtable API key actually allows you to connect your Celestory app to one of your databases or one of your spreadsheets from Airtable. So to get one, you need to go into your Airtable account. And once you're in your account in overview, just need to scroll down and you can see that there is a section API, and you just need to generate the key. So here I already have my key generated, but you just have to click on the button that says generate the key and then copy paste it back into Celestory. So copy paste it right here, and then it will allow you basically to connect your two applications. And you will then be able to create an Editable block. The Editable block, which is, as I've said, this blue block right here, is an evolutive block. When you double click on it, you will see that you will have, first of all, to select a base. So we've chosen the no-code game, which I will show you right after. And then after choosing your database, you'll need to select the table that you want to be working on. So that is to say your sheet. And from there, you will then have different kind of operations that you can do. So there are 4 types of operation, which are create, retrieve, update, and delete. And we will go through basically all these operations very rapidly. But first of all, and as a reminder, we will go to the database that we selected for this example. So it's named No Code Game. And as you can see, each line of your database is unique, and it begins with a unique identifier in a text form. So if, for example, it's the player's name, and every operation of your Editable block will have a direct influence on the different lines that you have, which are also called records, so in your base. So we can now go back to Celestory and look through the different kind of operations. So the first operation that you can have is the operation create, which we're going to be selecting right here. So the create operation will allow you to create a unique line in your database, and as well as generate a line ID, which is a secret identifier allowing you to select only one line for then another operation. So to create this new line, you'll need to connect the line ID output point of the Editable block to a variable through an assignment block, or to the input block of another Editable block. And on the left side of the block, as you can see here, there are as many entry points as there are columns in your database. We've seen with the database earlier, and the titles synchronize with the names of the points, etc. And in addition, you can also save on this line all the values of your variable and output points. So for example, from a text input block or anything, by connecting them to the input points of an Editable block. The second type of operation that we can see is the retrieve operation. So the block will look a bit different, as you can see right here. And this block allows you to search one or more data from your entire database. by connecting the entry point of the ID line of your Airtable block to the desired value that we want to look up, which will be stored in a text variable or maybe in direct connection with an exit point of an Airtable create block, you will allow the block to search for the data on this single line that you connected it to. So the block will then synchronize its output points with the values of each field in the Airtable column that you've selected, allowing you to assign them to variables, to remember them in other modules, in other graph or in menus, and etc. There is then the update block. So once again, you will see that the block will look slightly different with the output and input point. So we have here the update block operation that help you change the values of fields, of columns of your Airtable database. So to update, you just need to connect the line ID whose data you want to change to the entry point, simple as that. And so, for example, if then the user gives this line ID, we'll only be able to update the certain information about him that you allowed him to modify. So that's the sort of operation that you can allow through the update operation. And the final operation that you have is the delete block. Delete operation, which rather simply requires you to connect the line ID to the entry point to allow you to delete a line in the database. Finally, you can notice that on every operation you have on the side, on the right side of the block, points for error management. So because error may occur if, for example, you try to enter a Boolean value in an Airtable number field. So in this, in the Airtable block, there is 2 output points which help you with error management. So there is an output that will redirect the stream in case of an error so that the stream does not stop. So for example, you can tell the user that there's been a problem. And there's also an outgoing point which will indicate the error given by Airtable, which can give you more precise information about the nature of the error. So that's basically it about the 4 main operations that you can go through with the Airtable block. I will advise you to go through and look up our videos on the Airtable vocabulary and other informations. I hope this tutorial was useful to you, and I will see you in the very next one. Thank you.